this first one, this receiver is going to push vertical. So when we have our lead foot up, what we're doing is we're pushing off that lead foot, gaining ground with our trail foot. And then as that guy eats up our toes or runs up our toes, we'll flip and run with them, maintaining that leverage. So here, like I mentioned, we're reading the stem of that receiver. Now the receiver stems us inside. The majority of the time, if a receiver has a normal split and he stems you inside, he's going to cut it short. So he's either running a slant, a dig, a curl. So the progression that we teach for our guys is to see that stem, and as you see that stem, you match it working lateral. So as you see, he has his left foot up as his lead foot, because right now we're saying the ball is over here. He has his right foot back, and as that receiver stems in, he's going to work flat with them and continue to read his release. If it stays in or he breaks in, he's obviously driving to it. If he stems in and then starts to push vertical again, then that's where, as long as he's maintained his leverage, he'll continue to turn that back into a vertical scooch. So here you can see the kid's running a dig. So the DB does a good job of maintaining that leverage. Then he gets pushed vertical again, so he starts a vertical scooch to maintain the cushion that he needs. And the biggest thing this does, guys, is it gives the illusion to the offense that you're playing soft coverage, but at the same time, you're going to end up being, 3 to 4 yards closer to a receiver when he breaks on a hitch or he breaks on a slant to make a play on it. In regards, a lot of times you just play a straight pedal. I mean, you're going to be driving. It's only going to be a tackle that you could possibly get. So here you go. We got a 1-on-1 rep. He scooches, he lines, or he steps inside with the stem, and the kid breaks off on a slant. And now you can see the defensive back's in position to pick the ball off instead of just making a tackle or a pass breakup. Hip drop drill. What we do with this drill is this is where we've gotten in position. We're running with the receiver vertical, so we're filling them out with our near hand. We're keeping our eyes on that shoulder, so our hand is filling when his hips drop, and we're just matching and reacting to that guy dropping his hips while looking at that shoulder to make sure we know, well, if the ball's going to be thrown back shoulder, if the ball's going to be thrown in front of that receiver. This is essentially the same drill. They're just coming back at us. You get a little better feel or view of that defensive back and where his eyes are and where his hand is. All right, break and drive progression. This is at one of my previous schools, but what we do, and I only do this drill like once in the summer, once in the spring, and probably once at the beginning of fall camp. I have all the guys line up. I tell them, all right, we're going to be in a left foot lead. So they get in the left foot lead stance and knowing that we're breaking to the right. So I teach T-plant. All right. So what I have them do is they get in that left foot lead stance. I give them a command of go. Every kid should be picking up their left foot right now, turning it at an angle within the framework of their body, planting their full foot in the ground. All right. And then replacing it. So it's just getting muscle memory, muscle mechanics of them understanding how we want to break when we break to the right. So the next progression of this would be one sound, two steps. So now they're picking up that left foot, turning it, putting it in the ground, and they're picking up their right foot, which would be their lead foot to the break, picking that up and taking a step. So it's one command, two steps. So it's go, and then it's left foot, right foot. Go, left foot, right foot. Go, left foot, right foot. And then we'll put it together for a full break. So now it's one command, three steps. So they're picking up that left foot, trying to get it turned, put that whole foot in the ground, all right, which would be their plant foot. And they're going to pick up their right foot, turn that toe pointed the direction that they're going, which would be a 45-degree angle to the right, and then drive that finish leg through. So this kid right here in the front is doing a really good job as far as what we're wanting out of that drill, finishing through, driving that left leg up. So you can see he gets that foot turn, he gets the whole foot in the ground, he gets that lead foot, that right foot, and that toe pointed to the direction he's going, and he's driving that left foot up. The thing you want to try to get kids to avoid doing is planning with this left foot here, and then if they're going like we're going to their right, picking up this foot, and I call it a negative break, replacing it behind their left foot. So if they're doing that, that's obviously a negative break, is taking 1 step, 2 steps away from them driving to the man that they're playing. But if they can at least keep this right foot where it's at and roll over, or be able to pick it up and point that toe the direction they're going, they're going to be gaining ground.